my journey was a little bit different because volleyball in Trinidad and Tobago is not a prestigious sport. It's not well known. I started on the national team at a very young age, and I remember one day our head coach, Francisco Cruz, coming to us telling us, one day you guys are going to play professional. And everyone looked at him and laughed because it's a small island, and volleyball is for us just a fun thing. We didn't take it that serious. We just started that year, and a few years, like 2 years after, one player started and then another. I think he gave us motivation, and this is how my journey started. I played in Poland my first year.
I think my journey was a little different than Jack's. I grew up around sports. Both my parents played basketball, and I come from a family of people who play a lot of sports, so I always knew that I think I was going to continue my journey at least to the college level. I started playing volleyball and basketball in middle school and really enjoyed playing volleyball. Didn't love basketball as much with the contact, but I liked playing with my friends, so I kept playing. And when I got to high school, I decided that volleyball was probably the right path for me and committed to BYU in Utah in America and kept playing there. And then my senior year, I decided and figured out that there was a next step, that there was a professional league in a lot of countries in Europe and in Asia. And I decided that I was going to pursue a professional career, and I played my first year in Korea. And since then, just been loving playing in Europe, and I really feel fulfilled, and I love meeting new people all over the world, so it's just been really enjoyable.
Rasic from Serbia, she's my role model. I love how she dominates the court. I think this is something I admire the most about her.
My biggest role model, I think, is my sister. She plays rugby, or she played rugby. She's retired now, but she played for USA, and she was an Olympian and did amazing things with USA and really brought that program up to where they are now, and they're really high level, and I just admire her commitment to the sport and her passion, and she's also a really nice person playing a really tough sport, so I just love her for that.
Humble is being one of them, being a fighter also, because we get obstacles being thrown at us every day. Being told that because we are women, we can't do what men can do, and I think every day we are proving them wrong. Being in such a male-dominant world, things are changing now, but I think it needs to get better.
For me, I value being consistent. I think when I am with people who are consistent emotionally, also on the court, I feel at ease. I'm not guessing how they're feeling that day, or just, yes, consistency. Also communication, I think, is a really big thing for a team. And I think also being overseas where there's a lot of different languages being used, I think being able to be clear with your teammates and to express how you're feeling is really big, because we spend so much time together, and this is almost our second family when we're in season. We see each other more than we see our family, so I think, I think just being able to be open with your teammates and connecting is good quality. I think that women's sport has really evolved just with media and social media online. We're getting a lot more airtime on the TV, and I think it's growing a lot more popularity all over the world, especially volleyball. I know how big it is, and I think it's continuing to grow. There's a lot more leagues coming up, also in America, and I think here we can see in Turkey how big this national team is and how much passion the fans have for volleyball here, so it's really exciting to see.
I agree with Lexi in terms of getting more exposure. In such a male-dominant sports life, because everyone is always talking about LeBron, or, you know, now that we are getting more airtime, I think this will be a plus for us.
I think it's not as much of a challenge, but just has to be at the front of your mind that our bodies are different than men. We have to worry about life after volleyball, and if you want to start a family, that's different than a man. They can keep playing, and I think for us, like, at least for me, I really cherish the time that I've been able to play because I know it's limited if I do want to start a family one day, and I think that's something that hasn't been talked about a lot. We haven't played as long as we are now in the past, and I think now that volleyball is getting bigger, we're playing longer, and this is a challenge that I haven't dealt with, but I'm thinking about constantly.
Same.
More for Jackie, probably. You're married.
Yes, being married, you know, one thing you want to do is start a family, but being in the sport, this takes time, and I think, like Lexi said, our bodies are changing all the time. It's totally different. But, you know, with each other's help and support, it makes it easier, in a sense, for us.
And there's always cats.
Yes, cats. I think being able to come here at the lounge and just, you know, unwind, or whether we have to be comfortable to be able to have a video meeting with one of the coaches or just sleep. I think having a cubicle here just to take little naps will be good for us, and being able to just eat something and chill, talk, try to catch up, talk about stuff other than volleyball. And
I think the fact that we just arrived here 30 minutes ago and we're already here in the lounge really helps our stress levels when we're traveling. We travel a lot, sometimes 3 times a week, so it's really nice to just arrive at the airport and know that we can just breeze through security and just come and hang out in the lounge and chat and have somewhere comfortable to sit.
First off, happy International Women's Day. I just want to say, follow your dreams, don't give up. Life is going to throw a lot of hurdles, and we're going to have to learn to jump over them, and don't give up no matter how many doors are shut in our faces. I think this is important to stay strong, because us women, we run the world. Beyonce said it.
I think it's great that we recognize women and women in sport. I think as a whole, women have come a really long way, and just the fact that we get to play sport is amazing. And I think if you told our parents 30 years ago, they would never think this. So it's just really exciting, and I hope that you play because you love the sport, and just that you get to make connections and be with friends, and hope that you just have fun.